just kidding.
But it's kind of like one of those examples of how sometimes in animation you actually make things more
exaggerated
than they really are, because people interpret that as being more realistic, even though it's technically not.
But yeah, a big selling point was her hair. Just in case people are confused, I was trying to explain this before. She was prophesied to be born a male deity, but I think...
Body to me when you're finished, men! Try not to hack any limbs off this time!
She prophesied to be the reincarnation of a deity, and because she was born a woman, they were just like, oh, so she's not. And I think we can all just, like, assume that, you know.
And I think we can all relate, you know?
Yeah. And that's why everybody fucking hates her, because they just assume a woman would not be the reincarnation of a deity. And they think it's, like, her fault that they're getting invaded, because... They're getting invaded because they want the heavenly sword. And she's supposed to be the one who's able to wield it and protect everybody, but they think that she can't.
Being born a god and no one believes you. Hashtag relatable.
Well, she doesn't believe it either. But I think if, you know, it's obvious that it's going to be like, actually, Woms can, you know.
Also, you don't see many daughter-father relationships in games with the daughter as the protagonist.
Just making sure y'all can hear us. Oh yeah, that is true, because usually it's the dad protecting the daughter, not the daughter just like, fuck off, dad.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, thank you for the bits, Hemlock Eater. I mean, if you're told all your life you can't believe that you can't, then you believe that you can't, which is really sad. Yeah. I mean, we see that play out in real life all the time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This game is PS3 only. Everyone, like, keeps asking over and over again where it is.
Oh, you know what, though? Kind of glad that they're asking, because that means that they want to buy it for themselves. Mm-hmm. And maybe, if we play this game and show everyone how fucking cool it is...
I meant just, like, if you wanted a quicker answer, you can Google it.
Oh, okay. It is PS3 only, unfortunately. Yeah. But I'm really glad that everyone's asking, because that makes me feel like you guys want to buy it for yourself. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if this game gets, like, you know, a bunch of Let's Players and people to, like, play it, maybe it'll be like, oh, we should make a remake or something. I don't know. Or a sequel, or... Whatever happens, happens. I'm just really glad that you guys are all really feeling this game. Thank you for subscribing, Jerry Pick XO. Is that right?
Yeah, maybe Pixo. Yeah.
Everyone mass tweet PlayStation for a remake. I love it.
Oh, not her. I ain't sticking around here.
I like that this guy's like, no, I'm out. Go ahead.
I'm like just laughing really hard at the variety of, like, some people wearing sandals, some people wearing like full, like, what?
I understand the problem with her outfit. I do.
No, it's not even just hers though. It's like if you look at other people too. It's just kind of making me laugh. Like how some people are like wearing like coats and other people.
Well, there's also like
shirtless.
It's 2007, and I understand like this is a really stupid outfit to be wearing, but I also think it's a really cool outfit.
Yeah.
And I think if this came out in 2020, everyone would be like, "This is a stupid outfit." Mm-hmm. But because it came out in 2007, it's like, all right, yeah,
yeah, why not?
Why not? So that raven is important to note.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the graphics held up in terms of art direction.
Yeah, I'm certainly not hating on her outfit. We just played Final Fantasy, so I have no leg to stand on. I loved every outfit in that. Definitely not.
No. It does take you out of the moment, though.
To be like, aren't you cold?
No, she's too hot to be cold.
Father! Dear me, such a heavy sword for such a fragile creature.
He's one of those guys.
Let me take your burden.
Never! Leave me, Nariko! Get the sword away from here! The line must not be broken!
Perhaps I'm not making myself clear. I have something of yours, and you have something of mine.
Simple one. Always wanting what you have no comprehension of. I see the years since we studied together have taught you nothing.
No! Shut up! Shut up. Actually, Shen, they have taught me that everything comes to he who waits, but quicker yet to he who takes.
She's like, your jokes suck.
I mean, that makes sense, though.
No, that wouldn't be wise.
Stacy,
That
stop
wouldn't be
relating
wise.
to the evil man.
He has some good ideas.
No!
That's all I'm saying.
Uh-oh. Here comes the moment. She's like, bitch, you thought.
Every lifetime has one moment. You stand alone and you see it all so clearly. To save my father's life, I betray his whole reason for living. I know it's death I'm holding now. Did I ever have a choice?
What have you done, Nariko? What have you done?
Vogue.
God, I love her inner dialogue. It's extremely dramatic.
I like how she literally just vogues for the camera. Like,
Well, she's talking to some sort of ethereal being between cutscenes, so I don't know. And then I made this face.
yeah. Smoldering eyebrows.
Her inner dialogue is... Yes! Oh, yes! She does have similar moves to classic Kratos, and I loved it. Because I played God of War as a kid. And I literally thought, this would be cool if I was a chick. And then they did it. Those sons of bitches, they fucking did it.
Treat it with respect. It's the heavenly sword.
So the sword can be one sword, or it can be two swords, or it can be two swords chained to your wrist that you can fly around on.
Wow, doesn't that sound familiar?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome and a completely original idea.
Yeah.
Made. Oh my god, that was the coolest! Did you see that?
Yeah.
Her moves are so sick. Like, I'm trying to make combos. I'm not very good at them, but I'm doing my best. Yeah! That was... Oh my god! See?
Hey, you're like shouting.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Right here.
I'm sorry. I'm just so hyped. Hey, don't hit women. Women can hit you. Just don't hit women. God of War who says Snickslicious?
Ma'am, please.
What are you doing? Am I watching a ballet? Kill her!
Maybe you are. The deadliest ballet of all.
post his Kratos 5 years on HRT.
Oh, that's awesome.
MK Supernova says, by the way, Mari, my Final Fantasy X X2 copy came in and I'm super excited to play it.
Oh, good. I'm glad that you were able to see that, too. It makes me feel really good when I play a game and everyone's like, this looks so fun that I want to play it, and then we have a good time. I don't know. I don't know why that makes me feel so good.
Is the number at the bottom your combo?
Yes. And you will notice that it never really quite gets very high because I'm not very good at combos. As soon as I get hit, the number goes down to 0. But every time I reach one of these, it adds up all of my combo points in this meter at the bottom. If you guys can see it, it's kind of like light right now. But okay, let me hit you. This is rude. There we go. I had to dodge roll. Come on.
Minus 10 combo. If you believe in feminism, let me hit you, sir.
Yeah.
Isn't it always amusing how, whenever you have these scenes in, games or movies where it's like, okay, we're gonna send a bunch of minions to go fight this person who's literally, you've watched them kill, 20 other minions.
I know.
What makes minion number 21 say, yeah, I could take her?
I don't know, they just go for it. Whoop, whoop, there we go. Whoop.
Stop lying down! Get up and kill her!
They're not laying down, sir. They're dead.
They're dead.
So I saw someone make a really good point, because you know how sometimes when you say, oh, I'm a feminist, they're like, immediately some guy's gonna go, so, does that mean I can hit you? And you're like, what? It's like, women can hit me, does that mean I can hit you back? And you're like, I'm not gonna hit you, dude. I mean, unless you ask me to, but, I don't know, why is that, always the first thing?
Oh, Raid the Forces continuing the gift sub they got from Yellow Ellie. Thank you for renewing your subscription.
Thank you very much, I really appreciate that.
Get up, you! Get up!
And I'm glad people are here, by the way.
What?
I'm just glad people are here.
Oh.
I was worried that nobody would want to watch Heaven and Sword.
I think that those type of arguments, they always hinge on, that person's assumption that, they're suffering some sort of inequality that, you wish to see continue. So, when they say, oh, but, women can hit me, and I'm like, no.
No, they can't.
No,
I don't believe that.
Making that assumption means that, you assume, oh, you can't, but I can't hit women, women can hit me, and I'm like, no, I don't think people should be hitting each other, you know?
Unless asked to.
Oh, Growing Korea is gifting a tier 1 gift sub.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I just want to make it clear, I think no one should hit anybody unless it's under a circumstance where they're getting pleasure from it.
Pleasure.
Both people are.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody should hit anyone ever.
I would say pleasure or self-defense.
Yeah, pleasure or self-defense, but I don't think if a woman hits a man and they're in a relationship, even if it doesn't hurt, it hurts emotionally, and that's kind of not okay. I don't like it when women make the excuse of oh, he's so much bigger than me. It's okay, but he trusts you and he loves you or whatever, and you shouldn't do that to somebody who trusts you because it hurts emotionally, even if it doesn't hurt physically, and that matters.
Oh yeah, it reminds me of I forget what movie I was watching, but the girl slaps the guy and it's played off as haha, a joke, and I was like, I don't like that.
Oh, it is pretty, isn't it? Yes, I like that. I like it a lot. Oh, please give it to me, or else I'll kill the old man painfully. And I can be quite inventive.
Get this sword away from him!
Yeah, he's one of those
Kill
guys.
her.
The sword does have power. I can feel it. In fact, I'm counting on it. If what is written is true, its power will soon drain my life force and it will kill me. By wielding it, I have become a ghost of flesh and blood. But really, what was I before?
Stacey, is this you when you wake up in the morning?
Yep, just flopping onto the floor.
No, a dramatic inner dialogue. I'm a ghost of flesh and blood.
You made me an outsider. You made me not care. What have you done to me? What have I become? You've turned me into a killer.
Girl, you were killing before. Just, like, embrace it. Oh, she's so beautiful.
Bird or worms? It's tasty.
The others. Father. Where are they?
Gone.
Dead?
Not dead. Gone.
Gone where?
Master Shen said I must hide.
And did you?
Yes. No. Well, a bit.
Please, Kai, you have to tell me what happened.
I got bored. I climbed a tree. I saw those soldiers again.
And?
They had Master Shen and some of the others.
Did you see where they were taking them?
She's gonna eat that worm.
I know, I'm gonna close my eyes. Oof, it's over. Is it over? Okay. I'm like really scared of worms, so I was trying to be chill.
This was once a place of tranquility and learning. Now Bohan has ravaged its beauty with his mark of corruption.
Still looks pretty good.
I can feel the suffering of my father and our clansmen there, at Bohan's mercy. And this I know. Some men show no mercy. Kai. I have to find Father. You keep watch till we return. We may need you to play Twing Twang.
Yes, Nariko. We'll find a place to hide. Won't we?
I really like Kai. I really do. And I like their dynamic. Hey, now her outfit makes sense in terms of the weather.
Finally.
Does that make you feel better?
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't expect that to happen. I don't know why this is happening, but sure.
What in hell is that? Cut the ropes!
Cool.
Oh, did I not have the right one? Well, we're dead now. The end.
And
Oops. Alright, so this boulder's in the way. Now we can do cool stuff. Oh yeah. Remember quick time events, everybody?
it's a good effort.
What in hell is that? Cut the ropes!
Yay!
Got him.
Hey! Get up here!
Sorry, I just get so hyped when this happens. I'm just like, yeah!
They're playing Dragon Quest XI.
That was awesome. Is there another way up, or did I just come down here for no reason? I did. Oh, nope. Oh, okay, so now we find out what the ropes did.
Huh.
I'm sure there must have been an easier way to do this than slamming an entire ancient pillar, but I don't know what it could have been.
We'll never know.
You know what? I trust Nariko's judgment. Like, maybe we could have climbed over the rock? No.
Well, because she's not a stealth fighter at all.
Yeah. I like that. I like your... Yeah. There's like a road right there. Oh, look at these nerds. Well, at least I did it, so... Move, everyone move your bodies. New aerial combo is unlocked. Yay!
Does the sword have another version, like heavy attack?
I think it does. Because it can go between... It can go between, so you see these short things, and then... It comes together, and then makes a big sword. But I think I have to unlock that whole situation. And for some reason, doors open when you ring gongs. I don't know why.
Makes sense.
Oh, well, hold on. Oh, I have to time it right. I want to see what happens if I time it right. Damn it! Oh. Alright, whatever.
Ready your weapon.
There was a cutscene the last time the arrows went through, so I was safe.
She's like Neo, but like catching every bullet.
Yeah.
Try the aerial attack?
I don't know how to get her up in the air.
Or maybe it's just a combo?
It is a combo, but it's like, woo, like, it's hard. Usually when games require combos, this is my whole thing. Just doing that. That's my strategy. She's catching the arrows so they don't have any more. Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
How did this guy already erect a statue of himself immediately? Did he just have one on hand?
Probably. Probably just carts it around with him everywhere.
Just some spare statues whenever he's conquering a place? Because you could tell that there was a statue there, and he's like, put me there.
Can't hit her with arrows if the arrows are all already in her body.
Alright, so I gotta hit this gong to open the door, I think. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Oh, I have to do... Okay. So, this next puzzle you guys all might find to be a little ridiculous, but at the time of this game, this was,
like, whoa.
Everyone's like, whoa! This is crazy.
my goodness.
Yeah, that's the game.
Wow.
Mhm.
Tomb Raider, eat your heart out. That's a puzzle.
I'm a lot better at this game now than I was when in 2007. I'll say that.
I like how they like really force you to use the motion controls.
I've been watching you.
Oh my god,
Nariko.
this guy.
You fight with style. Hello, style. Perhaps you're here looking for your father. I think you might have a troubling time finding all the pieces.
I really dig his energy, even though I'm not like attracted to that face, but
I knew it. You know why?
Outfit a lot.
You know how I knew you were gonna like it?
Eyeliner?
The haircut.
Yeah, me too. It was my haircut.
I'm just remembering now how ridiculous all of the enemies in this game are. Like, all the bad guys in this game have such a high level of energy and drama that you think, did a drama troupe decide to be evil and it just worked out for them, or what?
Oh, yeah.
Like, was this a group of theater nerds who just decided to take over the world? Like, how did this happen?
You're nothing like your father. He had as much spirit as a dead moth, but you are full of spirit. You are full of passion.
He wiggles his swords like he's a peacock.
I kind of love
Yeah.
that like outfit.
So much.
Do you want to have a peacock sword feathers? Not in a bad way. Like, yes, this is a good idea.
Rowan Korea says that depiction of theater nerds is offensive. Let me sing about my pain. Do R1 and L1 buttons change your fighting stance?
Oh my god, that's a good question. Wait. Yes, it does.
Oh.
You just changed my life, dude. And then we have the heavy melee that will get through the... Okay. Y'all just changed the game here.
Wow. Thanks, chat.
Took me 10 years to figure this out. Or maybe I just forgot. I don't know. Alright, so that's how I get through the shields. Please ignore that I did that. Please.
No problem. The game
Our
should have told
vixen
you.
needs feeding.
Yeah, the game didn't tell me
Who's
that.
going to be next? Volunteers! Hey, come here!
I don't want to be next.
What?
I don't want to be next.
That's the right energy.
That's what I said. Boring! Volunteers!
I love this guy, honestly.
Yes, yes! Ooh, it's so refreshing to see someone who knows how to fight with a little eloquence.
A reasonable enemy. I don't want to be next.
Oh, get in there. I like that everyone was asking that question earlier and we're like, well... Okay, so now that you guys remembered that, I think you can combo this with the other thing, but it's kind of hard. But see how it's one sword when I do heavy melee, and then it's a flippy dance sword when I do this, and then... Well, hold on.
Tell me, Nariko, do you know how to die?
He's such a weirdo. I love it.
Where'd he go?
He's somewhere. I don't know. Ah!
Oh, cool.
Hold on, I need a health pot.
Health pot.
Oh god, fuck.
Wow.
I love him though. He's just like a weird guy.
Ow! Ow! The acting in this is really great.
I know, like, everybody's just so extra.
This reminds me of, like... This is making me want to watch the Mortal Kombat movie from the 90s.
Yes! That was a cool movie.
The last time I watched that was, when I was, like, finishing up, like, online school, and so, like, I would just, like, watch all these, like, movies in the background. And I remember putting that on and, like, pretty much didn't get anything done because I just could not stop actually watching it.
So I'm mixing light attacks to knock him off his balance and then slapping it. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
He's got, like, Hot Topic trip pants.
Yes!
You remember those?
Do I remember them? Did they ever stop? They did stop, and it was probably for the best. Oh, I missed a... whoop, ah, whoop.
Whoop. Ow. Whoa.
I don't know which one of the little directionals that I'm supposed to be using, so I'm just gonna do both. Oh, did I fuck it up? I guess so. Oh yeah, in order to finish bosses, you have to, like, do a full combo. But I don't know which one of the joysticks I'm supposed to be using for that, so I just do both. Nope, there we go.
Their thing is it maybe the D-pad instead of the joysticks.
That might be it.
Here are some fun bad guys and cool heroin. Kill the baddies. Story's done. Great job.
Alright, here we go.
That makes sense.
Oh, okay. Yep, you guys were right.
Utterly average. You need more.
I'm the one who kicked your ass.
Wow.
Like, pretty sure you were about to die.
He just called you a basic bitch, Mari. How do you feel about that?
How basic do you think I am? You know what? I think he just respects the Japanese, like, wow, look at this fashion. She's serving it today. And then he was like, oh, she's not serving as hard as she could be. It's not fair. I want to see her flourish.
You know, when you're coming at this from the, you know, peacock sword tail feathers, everything else is just going to seem boring by comparison. He's like, wow, like, toga thing, I've seen it. Sorry, bitch.
He sees her potential as a fashion icon, but he wishes she would go harder.
Mm-hmm.
As generations passed, the Heavenly Warrior lived on only in legend. But his sword's hold on mankind had only just begun. Salvation, survival, and peace just weren't enough. No. Men tore each other's flesh apart to wield the sword's heavenly power. They murdered for it, butchered with it, and in turn were slaughtered for clutching it. And to see this cycle of destruction, I swear it stirred the wrath of the gods. The sword itself began to feed on the bloodlust of its masters. It hungered for the souls of men, and those who wielded it would soon be consumed by it. Death, agonizing and inevitable. This sword, once a blessing upon mankind, had become a curse. And that was the beginning of our clan's story. With those first nomadic warriors who forged our legacy and duty. to be sole custodians of the sword, to keep it from the grasp of mankind, and so protect the world from its insatiable appetite. Our forefathers moved ever onwards, a symbol of hope for the land. So be proud. For years our clan sustained this tireless vigil, and as we roamed, we waited. Waited for a day of glory so long foretold, when the legendary warrior would return to these lands and reclaim his heavenly sword.